Sorry about that, everyone. I got a little too caught up in that music. How is everyone doing tonight? Making sure you guys can hear me okay. What is up, chat? I was just checking out Forever New. Um, and that big sale from Donkey Teeth to Wagme Racing. we are going to make it racing. I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense with that sale. That sale was currently listed for 198 ETH. It was sold for 27 ETH. It's a Z2 Genesis Knock Celestial Blue Stallion. Like, how wild is that? J-Sync MJ with that drip. It's not always a gray sweatshirt kind of night. The music was louder. Yo, I can turn it up a little bit. Not a big deal. Just making sure you guys can hear me and see me okay. A lot to talk about tonight. Don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. But as you all know, it is tourney time right now. Hoodie season is in effect. And in honor of the tourney, I am sipping on a Kentucky Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale. And it's got a little pony on it. So check that out. Cheers to the tourney. Wish you all the best of luck. So to get things kind of started and kicked off, wanted to talk about the legend status, and a big shout out to JMO for his $50 drop, currently taking the legend status spot. It is a cream ale, J-Sync. It is a cream ale. So for those of you that aren't familiar with what kind of the legend status is, it's the last Thursday stream of every month. This is going to be weird around Thanksgiving time. And it may change month to month, but at least for this first month, the accountant, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Basically, there are 3 tiers, and each tier unlocks something new for you. So tier 1, you get a free breed with one of my male horses. Then so that's for a $0 to $99 tip overall. If you are the solo winner at the end of the month and you have somewhere between 0 or 1 and $99, you will get a free breed with one of my male horses. Then, if you are at $100 to $199, you get your choice on top of that free breed, but you would get a pre-bred horse by myself, full, unnamed, unraced, or the choice of having a stable analysis up to 10 horses within your stable. This is fully written out. This isn't just the one-off like we do on stream. I'm talking, race strategy, race frequency, where you should race. It kind of takes things to the next level. It's a little deeper than what I usually do. And then if it's over $199, you unlock all 3 of those things. So you get the free breed with one of my males. You get, and that would be at floor price too, by the way. You get a pre-bred UU full, and you could have the full stable analysis. Again, only 1 winner per month. That winner's chosen not at the last day of the month, but the last day that I stream on that. Dartsight says I get 2 free breeds. What donation feed? Again with the OnlyFans. You're gonna have to talk to Sean about that. Starting his Only Studs website up. That's becoming a recurring theme on stream, is the OnlyFans. Escarpment Stable, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. But again, big shout out to JMO. Currently the legend, currently unlocked tier 2. There was only 1 legend every month, and JMO kicking us off with a $50 donation. Which horses? So that's something I haven't quite decided yet, and that will be explained in the future as to why. I don't want to say publicly yet, but they won't be my donkiest of donkeys, that's for sure. My goal is to try and keep it, depending on what's available. I mean, it would be from Murder Weapon, Wins by the Moment, Gold War, or Blue Wings would probably be the main stallions involved with that breed. So we would be coming from a fairly decent horse. And I think the worst one of those is a Z17, the best being a Z8. Genesis through Elite. So, and we can talk about that too a little bit, especially in month 1. I'm still kind of ironing out the details, but we can definitely figure that out. Harrison says, tourney rundown. Jason says, in Australia, everyone is an absolute legend, but only one person can be truly a legend. Can I get a breed with one of your mine if I win? A breed with one of your with mine if I win? Yeah, so JMO, that would be tier 1. The accountant with 250. Holy shit. I got a lot of foam. That was a lot of foam. That was a lot of foam. Holy mother nuggets. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. The accountant. Holy. That is the biggest single donation ever. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I got all foam on that one. Um wow. Um yeah, oh I broke already. Broke already, and we have a new legend. Woo! Yes, I am holding back. I'm trying to keep it a little cleaner, but holy mother! Thank you so much, the accountant. Wow, 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 wow! I absolutely blown away by the generosity. Absolutely blown away. Um, wow, jeez, wow. Yeah, we actually the accountant and I were just talking. I actually just gave him a 2 horse review off of that. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for your generosity. Really, really appreciate that. Um, so for all that you are giving away to me, um, wow. I'm okay. The heart is going. I'm already sweating. Like this, the OnlyFans might be happening sooner than we all expected, Trot, because the shirt might have to come off soon. I'm getting very warm right now. Oh, okay. Focus. Yes, only going downhill from here. Woo! Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. In well, okay, so here's the thing. So we're gonna okay. Accountant and JMO, thank you both so much. Everyone else that's donated, I don't care if it's $1, I don't care if it's $1 million. Thank you so much for everything that you have done. Like it just goes really, really far to support me and the stream. And it is just absolutely huge. You guys have no idea. I got this new mic. I'm rocking a new camera now. Um, it's going to help make the stream better. It's going to hopefully unlock some more things for all of you as well. Maybe some website improvements back at there going forward. I can't even talk. So it really goes a very long way, and I definitely make a point of trying to reinvest some of that into the stream and into content for all of you, like my much needed YouTube videos coming soon. I promise. But so the giveaway. Want to just give a big shout out to 2 friends of mine, very close friends of mine, um, Dartside Supercoats as well as Zed Retro Racing. Um, they kind of partnered together, and now Dartside's merchandise is on stableswag.shop. The link is in there. Um, I still can't find words. Blah. So I think this is awesome. I love the white on black. I think these hats look sick. Like I would love to wear one of these hats. And we are going to give away a hoodie tonight. Now, um, Zed Grew official. Oh yeah, the swag is. Oh, and you got different colors too. The red, ooh, that red looks kind of nice as well. Oh, I love the gray. I'm a sucker for a gray hoodie, as you all know. Um, I think the black looks best though. So we are going to be giving one of these away, and Zed Retro said, I think we got to give the accountant the hoodie. I would agree. I think that's going to be a thing. I will, but here's my only problem with that. Said Retro. Um, going to grab ice cream. Here's my only problem with that, and I'd come back soon. I hope you have wireless headphones. We said that we would be giving away a hoodie tonight, so I'm all for giving this to the accountant. Absolutely deserved. But if you're cool with it, I would like to then contribute or get a hoodie for someone else so we can still give one away, because I know we said we would give one away tonight. And I want to continue to honor that. So I would be willing to front the money for the hoodie so that we can still give one away in both support of you guys and Dartside. I think that would just be huge, and I think it'd be really cool. Let's get some more merch out into the wild. So absolutely, we will still be giving one away. Zed Retro, Znaska. Please tell me if I'm butchering that. I'm horrible with names, and tonight is not a good night for me to speak, due to the accountant and JMO. Oh, the accountant says just give it away. All right, the accountant says give it away. Yo-Yo Racing. Good evening. So yes, we'll be giving this away. Here is Darthside, aka Mixed Reality Man's Twitter. Go ahead and give him a follow. Super nice guy, super generous guy, makes amazing artwork. Mind Tempest, what is up? And then there is Zed Retro Racing, Upper Moon. How you doing? So definitely check them out. Give them some follows if you are not already. Great content on both. Both are streaming too. So that's pretty exciting. So yes, we will be giving it away. Wow, the accountant again. Accountant coming in hard with the generosity. Offered a free one and says give it away. So kind. This beer is almost empty. So kind. I just opened it right before stream. Getting set up with the merch, absolutely. They've got a really cool system. And yeah, definitely cannot recommend both of those guys enough. So let's talk a little bit about turning before we get into the update. One sec. And so yeah, the tournament is now live. It is up. And what up, Conan Greg? How you doing? Yes, and they absolutely do support the community. Just fantastic stand-up people. I'm getting my face is getting red. I am sweating. I don't even know my segments. I have 3 monitors in front of me. Okay. I am so prepared to stream every single time I come on. I've got my notes, I've got my stream in chat, I've got my shared window. I don't even know where to look or what to do. I can't even Okay, had to get that out. So, tournament time. So first ever Zed tournament, frictionless to enter, and by that I mean you don't have to do anything but race at least 30 times in a distance funnel. So, the I see. I just lost my train of thought again. What the fuck? Okay, so let's cut that and let's start that over again. So you have to race 30 times within a distance funnel, and you can run as many times as you want. You could run 50, you could run 100, you can run in different distance funnels. But there are a few key things that if you don't know already that I think I've distilled from this, and I'll throw the link in chat, that I think are really important for you to know for this tournament. So I try to boil it down. One is you've got 2 weeks to do this. So that's 7 p.m. on the 29th if you're in the US, at least for Central. I'm Central. But I think it's midnight on the 30th. They have the times, right here. At 12 a.m. And then the rest of the tournament is super fast or almost automated. They just put you in. And yeah, UTC said Guru. They just put you in. And so within the next final day, you're going to get through the rest of the stages. So the thing that's important, so a few things that are really important for this. One, you only will be ranked where you have raced the most. So if I guess we should start with the distance funnels. So there's a sprinter, a mid runner, and a marathoner. If I've raced 32 races at sprinter and 37 at marathoner, but I was using marathoner to help down class and I'm really a sprinter, I'm going to be evaluated on the marathoner funnel. So you need to watch and monitor how many races you're doing per funnel. You can race as many times as you want, but please be wary of that. And it's just very simple to remember. It's the first 3 distances, the middle distances, and the last 3 distances. If there is a tie, so be careful with your downclassing is what I'm trying to say. Is be careful with the amount of races that you enter, because that could really if you're close, if you've got a 1-to-1, you're getting 1 class point and you're losing 1.5 or 2 class points for your down button, that balance might throw you off to the point where you are then racing and could end up racing more in that, and then that would be the distance funnel that you are recognized as racing the most in, and therefore you could not qualify for the tournament even if you have a super high first through third rate. So keep that in mind. In the event that there is a tiebreaker, you need to look at win percent. So that is the thing that is going to differentiate you between anyone else. So if you're both tied at 65% show rate, it's going to come down to win rate. So definitely something to be wary of. You might have a distance where you come first through third 60% of the time, and another distance where you come first through third 40%, but of that 40%, you come in first 30%, which is higher than that other distance. So in that case, it would make more sense, maybe, to race in that distance where you would come first. Now, things get a little tricky after the first round. This is just the first round. So you can race in any one of these distances in that first round. However, when you move on to the next levels of the tournament, so the quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, and grand final, things get a little different because instead of being able to race in all those other distances, the quarterfinals all the way up until, I believe, the grand final are all raced at distances of 12, 18, and 2400. So this could be huge when you're looking at a horse or horses to pick, is that if you think you can make it through that first round, to have a high chance of moving forward, try and find a horse that has a strong preferred distance at 12, 18, and 24, because in the next rounds, all of these next rounds are going to be at those distances. Quarterfinal, semi, and final are only going to be at those distances. So keep that in mind going forward, because if you have a really strong, let's say, 1400 meter racer, and it's only good at 1400, you could be in a lot of trouble after first qualifying. Now, that could hurt you financially. Maybe you're trying to bank on getting the finals, but I think really picking a racer that's good at 12, 18, and 24 is going to be huge for your success if you have one of those. If you don't, that's okay. This is just the first tourney. There are going to be other tournaments. You're going to have other opportunities to succeed. This might not just be the one for you. I'm not saying you can't win if you don't have a horse that isn't great at those distances, but it's going to be harder. Just kind of circling back on chat, because we've got a lot of great conversation going on right now. Local boy, that's how I understand it. If you're a sprinter, 30 races in under 1400, 29 races in over 22 is best if you want to stay in lower class. Correct. If that matches up with your preferred and down class distance. Upper Moon says you'll be ranked on all of your races. In the funnel you raced most, yes, will be the funnel. So don't downclass. Don't downclass in that funnel necessarily. Oh, okay. So I'm getting, well, okay, maybe I misunderstand, because they're saying that all races will count towards your, they change it. Okay, they did change it. It's confusing. Okay, I am wrong. Take it. I take it. I take it. I stand corrected. I just want to find the piece that I thought that they said. Qualifying period. Must compete 30 races across the 2-week. 30 races correspond to a distance funnel. All racing events, whether paid or free, will count towards qualification. The term free races no longer. The prize pools, paid races still have their usual. Racehorses will rank in the distance category they have raced the most, and the order is determined by the place rate across all races. So is that all races, though? Do we know that is for sure in the distance funnel, all races within that distance funnel, or all races in general? Do we know that for sure? That's the part that throws me off, because it could stop. I mean, I guess that wouldn't make sense. Confirmed in Discord. Okay, fantastic. So yes, okay, so boom, stand corrected. Don't downclass, period, because that is going to hurt you tremendously. Thank you, chat. I appreciate that. And then the other point that I want to bring up is that going forward in these next rounds, they're going to kind of pair you up based on matchups they said would occur on class rating. So keep that in mind going forward. You won't necessarily be going up or put up against the top class 1 racers, at least not right away. Over time, it might work towards that. but to start, it shouldn't be as difficult. But then the other thing too, um, is the Stacked Nox tool for entering races. That plugin could be really, really helpful for this tournament for sure. Is that the final? All those 3 distances until the final are used. The other 6 distances are used for the grand final, which I think is super, super interesting. So the performance of the field in the grand final might not be as strong. As the qualifying was until the grand final, if that makes sense. Yo-Yo says, kind of makes a good point. So in a few days, Class 5 may not be full of Class 2 horses. Yeah, this could change the complete whole racing economy and setup of everything. Yes, do not downclass, period, Loco, for real. Do not downclass, period. And so you have 14 days to do it. And Upper Moon says, kind of makes a good point. That's why I'm waiting. And maybe you don't have to get through your 30 races right now, whether it's 30, 60, 100, whatever. You could wait. Wait a few days. Wait for some horses to kind of move up, get out of there. Use Stacked Nox plugin. I need to use that more. Try and find your preferred races. I mean, that could make or break things. That could make a huge, huge, huge difference for you in the end. All right. Only have a few minutes left, so let's see where the tourney is at right now. Let's just refresh, and there we go. That still drives me nuts that you can just refresh. UFO Nut says the first race I just entered in for the tourney has Vanilla Bean in it. Off to a hairy start. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, UFO Nut. That's okay, because all races will go to your tourney, and you can race more than 30. AC Wolf, I don't disagree, but I think it's it really depends on like where you're sitting, where the competition is. So like that will definitely play into your race strategy of like, where am I sitting within that table at 30? And maybe you do just have to race more and try and, crush it out. Maybe not. But yes, be patient. You don't have to enter right now. You've got 14 days, 23 hours, and 34 minutes to get into it. Where is that? I guess I'd have to look into like my stable for the leaderboard. So wait, Dartside, you said a tourney race. Aren't all races considered for the? Yeah, all races are considered for the tourney. No leaderboard till 30 races. Got it. Thank you, Upper Moon. Appreciate it. Appreciate the knowledge dump. All right, so we've got 65 people in here right now. What do you say we give away this Darth Side hoodie? We've got we'll put 3 minutes on the clock. To enter, you'll need to implement or type out. Almost nice. Exactly, Beamy. Almost nice. That will be the command you have to type out. Don't do it yet. I will tell you when. And you have 3 minutes starting now. Love that. I mean, look at that logo. We'll zoom in on this. Trot On is in, Beamy is in, Old Soggy Dog is in, Pepe Le Pew is in, Slick Soups is in. I like saying Slick Soups. Oh. Countant is in, the current legend, Yo-Yo Racing, Bojack, Horseburger. I love that name too. Harrison Beck. Try Guys, Zed Guru's in, UFO Nuts, Siberia, Finnegang. JMO, PBNFTs, and Andrew T. Daniels is in. Yo, Try Guy. What is up? Exclamation point, Dartside. You can type it in as many times as you want. If you're worried you typed it in wrong, it'll only give you one entry, so it doesn't matter. You are going to be all good. What do we think? We only got 28 people in. Let's come on, let's pump this up. We got 65 of you in here. It is a free hoodie, and it looks so comfy. So comfy. There we go. Upper Moon is in. What do we think of the new camera and the new mic. How are things looking? How are things sounding? Yes, it does loco for real. Because that's what I thought too, but I was corrected by chat. They apparently clarified that in Discord today. Sounds great. Thank you, Harrison Beck. I appreciate that. Very, very excited. PBNFT says fire. Tournament starts and races go down. Oh no, Black Diamond. Oh no, Veggie Dave is in. Let's go. Mind Tempest. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Brady is throwing darts. Ooh, I forgot Thursday night football. Thursday night football. All right, we've got 1 minute left, 31 entries. Thank you, Andrew T. Daniels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love this hat. This is my favorite hat. It's hoodie season. It's fall, y'all. Spooky season is upon us. Oh, Thursday night baseball for those so inclined. Go Braves. Braves won. All right, we got 32. We have 37 seconds left on this giveaway. Let's go. Enter, enter, enter. I would enter if I could. If this was not my stream, I would 100% enter for this. I want it. J-Sync is in. Zermoose is in. Local Boys in the house. DJ Kingpin, Face of Will. Let's go. Your mic sounds really nice. Forgot to worry about some of your plosives. Yeah, I know, right? I agree. I agree. I've noticed that on my little meter. Thank you, J-Sync. I appreciate that feedback. Uh-oh. Winx is in the house. The dynamic duo, Batman and Robin. Good thing we're not doing races and horse evals tonight. All right. Time is up. Harrison Beck, I'm drinking a Kentucky Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale. Aged in bourbon barrels, and it is delicious. All right, let's pick our winner. Our winner is Slick Soups. Slick Soups, let's go. Slick Soups, congrats. It is tasty. Slick Soups, are you here? Are you here? Congratulations. Is this the first Darth Side hoodie? Is Slick Soups? Let's go. Slick Soups is here. Slick Soups. This is awesome. This is awesome. Is this might be the very first Darth Side hoodie ever. Congrats. Good soup. Slick Soup. All right, so final, man, huge congrats to Slick Soups. Love the hype in chat. Love the support. I love when you guys get hyped about other people. That makes me happy. I have a shirt we'll wear on stream, but that's the first hoodie. Darkside confirmed it himself. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it. Love it. All right, so the last thing I want to talk to you about is a ZEDalytics update, which I teased last week just due to some personal reasons, was not able to stream on Monday. But had this update ready to go. And so Slick Soups, before we move on to the ZEDalytics update, just go ahead and DM Zed Retro Racing, please, on Twitter. I'll throw that in chat. And they will be able to hook you up with the hoodie. So, oh man, and you can't see that, and that is okay. So, moving on to the ZEDalytics update, which I think is going to be helpful, especially now around tourney time. So here's an example of my horse Blue Wing. So what was changed and kind of what was updated was that the distance guide formula, algorithm, whatever you want to call it, has been tweaked and updated to better rank the distances according to your actual performance. And so I'm very big on, reducing the amount of clicks you all have to take in order to get the information you want to need to race better, to reduce the sorting you have to do, to reduce the time you have to go through looking at your horse. So with this distance guide update, that time I feel is very strongly reduced and will allow you to look at your horses and evaluate them significantly faster than you ever have been able to before. Now, is this a silver bullet? Absolutely not. Nothing is in Zed, and there are going to be some outliers, but I would say in most cases, this is going to allow you to make better judgments about where you should be racing your horses. Far from perfect, far from identifying the exact distance, but I think it's a big step in the right direction. So to illustrate that point, I wanted to look at a horse of mine called Blue Wings. And so we're going to look. So we've got the top, just focus on this top chart right here. So if you notice, this was pre-update. So it's got a distance. The first distance on the sort is 2000, then 18, then 24, 16, and so on. Pretty easy to see. And the old algorithm, we'll call it, didn't necessarily look at the number of races, but the way it calculated things seemed to favor that. That is now gone. That is no longer a thing. So if you look at 2011 races, average place of 4.45, fire at 9%. And here's kind of how things panned out. So we had a 9% win rate. Cool. 45% first through third, 45% 4 through 8, 100%, or sorry, 9% 9 through 12. Not bad, not great. 0.19 faster than Zed. Okay. So this is kind of the area that we're really looking at. So it was 2000 and then 1800. Well, if you look at the very bottom down here, 1,000 meters, only 3 races, paid races, average place of 2, 66% fire rate, average odds of 10. That was obviously historical from back in the day. But profit is higher, win rate is higher, first through third is higher, and speed versus Zed significantly higher. So that was listed at the bottom. Now with this update, that is now kicked to the top. So you don't have to go through the sorting. You don't have to, before you'd have to like, okay, scroll down through here. Okay, it's probably, wow, 1,000's buried at the bottom here. No longer is that going to be a thing. Now this is going to look at how you're racing versus Zed. This is going to look at your average finish position. This is going to look at your placement as well. And again, allow you to make better decisions earlier on. So now we have 1,000, 22, and then 2,000. So 1,000 was down below here. 22 was close to the bottom as well. So let's look at why that's sorted now the way that it is. And the reason being is that, so there's only one race at 2,200. And that was what looks like to be in 4th place. Yes. So we've got a 2nd place overall for the 1,000, which we knew. 2,200 has a 4th place over 1 race. And that race, if you notice right here on the right, is now raced, or is raced a lot faster than the other distance that I was looking at and evaluating. So even though it doesn't have the win rate, you notice right here outside of this, it's basically stacked by, win percent, or sorry, by first through third. In this particular case, it won't be in all cases. But you notice here that there's a huge speed jump and a very tight deviation, standard deviation, to say, hey, you know what? There's probably going to be some potential here. So really, that's kind of like the deep technical analysis of how all of this works. Really, all that you need to know is that the order of the distances that appear for your horse on the site are now ordered in a way that is most likely, not always, going to be more favorable for your horse. So you can make decisions faster, you can race better, and you can uncover opportunities. Because if I was just looking at 2,000 all day for this horse, I might have missed the opportunity at 1,000. Now those opportunities are going to come up to the top a lot faster and allow you to improve your exploration and your discovery with your horse. So if we were to plug in a horse, got the refresh. For example, my horse, Murder Weapon, you could see very clearly. Let's give this a second. Beer is not empty. Great time to finish. So if we plug in Murder Weapon right here, and we look at his sort by his performance at the distances, we can see, and it's just being super slow right now. There we go. We now have our 2 best distances at paid up top. So 1,200 and 1,400. So now I have 25 races at 1,400, and I've done really well there. 36% winner, 56% first through third. But at 1,200, I've had 4 races, 25% win, and 75% first through third. Again, aiding in that discovery and aiding in that opportunity. At only 4 races, you might write it off. And you know what? It could end up being a total write off. But now it says, hey, look at this. This could be huge. This could be, especially if you have a younger, lighter raced horse, that's where you're going to see the biggest impact with this change. If you have a horse that has a ton of races and you've isolated its preferred distance, you're not going to see that much of a difference with this update. But for those of you that have younger, lesser raced horses, this is where you're going to see the biggest impact. And then, 1,000 right here. Okay, that makes sense. Average point -1, and then -3 points. Very clear that this is the down button for this horse. We get into kind of a more challenging horse like Gold War. So that's a great question, and there are a handful of schools of thought in looking at that. The way I look at it is mostly off of performance. The accountant asks, how do you find a horse's preferred distance? So I like to look at the finish distributions first and foremost, because that is the ultimate teller of where your horse should be racing, because that's how and where they're performing. Mix that with a little bit of speed, with a little bit of placement, with a little bit of profit. I like to think of each one of these comments as a piece to a puzzle. And when you put all of these pieces together, or the more pieces you can put together for a horse that makes sense, the stronger case you have for a preferred distance. It's not always flames. It's not always speed. You may have competing win rates. You may have competing, podium rates. Not always the case. So for Gold War, we can now have 2,000 up here. And so, yeah, this is really, really interesting. What we see here is at 2,000, we've got, very profitable 12% win, 36 first through third, is running pretty fast, pretty high 4 through 8, but a really low 9 through 12. So the chance of finishing in that top half, more left aligning, is very good. And you're profitable, and you've got good fire. However, don't discount just because it's in second. But 2,400, a higher win rate with more races, and a higher first through third rate, but a higher 9 through 12 rate, although is also the fastest that this horse runs. So again, it's not totally 100% perfect, but again, it's at the top. It allows you to make that kind of decision a lot faster. Now, where it gets interesting here is at 1,600, it's only one race. So keep that into kind of in mind. No fire. Running 4 through 8, you finished 5th, so it's the 3rd best place overall on average. But the speed is the 3rd fastest of them all. So with this horse, though, this has a lot of races. I would drill this down. Ideally, this horse, if we look down here, we can see its ideal class is class 3, maybe even class 2. It can perform pretty well. If we drill this down, again, this is a more raced horse than the other few examples that I showed. So if we go to 3 and wait for this to flip over and then bring that into 3 as well. What up, Queen Bee? How you doing? You can now see that the sort very similar 2024 in 22. You can see like great performance across all of these, but in this case, it's saying, hey, in that class, this is where your speeds are the best. That's why 22 is in 3rd. Doesn't mean you shouldn't race there. You've obviously had success there. Put that emphasis on the placement more so than anything. But again, that sort is a lot cleaner now. To go through. Bongabite says, awesome changes. Have you ever considered starting your race date selection tool on to load the default 2 to 3 months to speed it up a bit? Still allow further back, though, to adjust. I'm honestly excited to get some free races and to collect data. Yeah, great opportunity to collect data with the free races. I haven't. That honestly wouldn't change too much because the system as a whole will load everything up automatically. So not a great suggestion, Bongabite, but it wouldn't quite work out that way, if that makes sense. So yes, this is the Bungabite says, do you think that if we race our horses in free races to experiment now that there's no cost, will it affect our resale values less? Hoping people buy based on horses' paid race performance. So yeah, and this will be the last kind of question of the night because unfortunately I have to run. But I do think that it can affect value. You know, free races have become more and more acceptable in the past weeks and months. Um, and with that, though, there's still not a great indicator of race performance. So if you're going to be spending a lot of money on a horse, and it is mostly raced free races, I definitely think it devalues the horse more than one that isn't priced as high, if that makes sense. Because you don't really have a good idea of how true that horse performance is. Free races are not on chain. It seems to be a different algorithm. They seem to be performing completely differently. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it for purely for the sake of like padding stats. But I think if you're a savvy enough buyer, you're going to be able to see that and identify, hey, can it race paid? Can it race free? Then I think you're fine. But if you can only race in free, then I don't know that that's really going to help you anything long term. Um, just want the speed data to level out my analysis standard curve. No worries, Mongabite. You are all good. What's up, Lucky? How are you doing? So yeah, so that is the ZEDalytics update, hopefully helping you make decisions faster. Again, it's not perfect. Definitely take a look at all of your distances, but the sorting has definitely improved. No problem, Bonga Bite. But yes, I have a personal matter to attend to. So stream will be cut short tonight. If you wanted a horse evaluation, please shoot me a DM and I will be more than happy to get that to you. There's my Discord, my Twitter, and then my YouTube. Don't DM me on YouTube. I probably won't respond just because I don't check that. I usually don't check Twitch DMs as well. Big shout out to Darthside, Supercoats, Zed Retro Racing for the hoodie giveaway. Congrats to Slick Soups and Wonky Donkey. Welcome, J-Sync. Thank you. And then just much love to JMO and the accountant tonight. We have a new legend, currently unlocked tier 3, and I can't thank you guys enough for all of your donations. Like, it means the world, and I hope what you get out of it is helpful. I hope you all enjoy the stream, and I hope to continue to be able to put back into the stream, into the site, into my content, to provide more value to you all. So it's not just a tip; it is in a way an investment in me to keep going and to provide more. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you all. Good luck in the tournament. It has kicked off. I hope one of you wins it. I hope you all win it. Holy and JMO kicked us off with a 50 and ends the night with a 50. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. JMO, you are close, my friend. You are close to the accountant as well. Wow. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. It means the world, and it goes really far. You guys have no idea. Got some exciting things planned for the future. So, and definitely good things for you all going forward. These tips help keep the site and the content and everything accessible and free. So much appreciated. Love you all. Thank you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.